Morning, we're back, Bezat Hashem, at Yeshivat Shalom Bayit here on Southwest 35th and Griffin Road. If you're in the neighborhood, visit, please. Bezat Hashem, we're continuing in the halachot of Tefillin in Siman Kav Zayin. Today is, by the way, Erev Shabbat Kodesh, Parashat Chayei Sarah, 24th of Mar Cheshvan. Shabbat Mevarchim, they call it in the modern world. Shabbos Mevarchim. So, by the way, Rosh Chodesh is going to be on Friday next week. Halacha Aleph, Chav Zayin, Makom Anachat Ve'ofen Anachat Hatan. So, we're going to discuss now where do you put on tefillin and the way that you put it on. Ubo Yud Aleph Seifim, and there's going to be 11 halachot involved in that. Seif Aleph, Makom Anachatan Shel Yad Bizroa, small. So this is going to be the discussion. You have on the hand. Here's your the zroa, right? You have this outstretch, this part between the elbow and between the elbow and between the this is the elbow and between the shoulder. This is called zroa, right? So you put it on the left side, zroa, but basar atapuach shebaetzem sheben hakubat ubeit hashechem. So, basar tapuach. You have an apple here. You have the apple here, which is called the tapuach, which means a muscle, right? You make it strong. You put it on the muscle. Sheben hakubad ubeit hasheche. So it's between here and here. There's from the elbow and the elbow and the ankle. The elbow and the shoulder. V'yateh tefila me'ad letzat aguf be'inyan כשיחוב זרוע למטה יהיו כנגד ליבו. So what happens is, so you put on tefillin. Maybe I should have taken off the jacket. So again, the tefillin is put. Here, you have the muscle here, right? You're doing like this. So you put it on the side, tilting it down a little bit towards your body. A little bit. You must tilt it down, not all the way, because if you put it like this and you put it down, it's going to be facing the floor. But if you tilt it, again, you put Shabbat Shalom. So if you put the tefillin on the tilt, right below the center of the muscle. So when you put down your hand, then the tefillin batim will be facing the heart. Bezrat Hashem. And then, so why are we doing that? I don't understand. If why do we need to perform this mitzvah? It says in the Torah. The Torah says that the tefillin should be against your heart, and we are fulfilling. Obviously, there's a deeper meanings about having against your heart the Torah, but over here it's talking about specifically that we want to perform the mitzvah in its actual form. So now you have the fourth parashiyot of the Kriyat Shema and the Akrava, the Korban of whatever all the four parashiyot in the Torah, they're inside here, right? And now you're facing them against Torah and you're fulfilling what the Torah tells you. Okay. The Haggah, the Rabbi Rama adds, וצריך להניח בראש העצם הסמוך לכובדו, אבל לא בחצי העצם שסמוך לשכי. כדי שאין לו רק זרוע יניח בלא ברכה. גידם. So again, let's see. 1 second. The Ramah says, "B'rosh ha'etzem hasamuch lekubad." So it has to be on the top of the bone, but lo b'chetzi ha'etzem. Right, as we said, not in the middle over here. It has to be closer to the bottom of it. So, now the question of the Marasima says, what about gidem? A person who doesn't have a hand. Rak zroa yaniach b'lo bracha. So he doesn't have a hand. He has, what's his name? Up to the elbow was cut off the arm. Shouldn't know such things. So he has that part. So what does he put the tefillin? He puts on that part, but for some reason the rabbi says over here, below bracha. I don't know why. Why? I mean, he's tying it there. So what should be a problem? Right? Okay, so there's machloket. Does he make a bracha or not? We'll see. I mean, I don't know any Sephardim rabbi. Rabbi, what do you say? A person who has a half arm missing, right? He puts on the.
Some rabbis say patur.
Huh?
Some rabbis say it's patur.
But why?
If he has enough of an arm to put tefillin, he puts tefillin on that.
He says no bracha though. Rama says.
Who says that?
Rama.
Rama?
Yeah, and he brings down that Be'or Zarua says patur. That
So if that's the case, then we're not going to make a bracha because there's a bracha.
right, but Tosefot Perek HaKometz katvu Gidim Chayav.
It's a safek bracha, but the truth is most Rishonim would say put on what you have.
Right. Well, the question is why not make a bracha? I mean,
No, you can't make a bracha once it's a safek bracha. He's not saying that's what he agrees. The Or Zarua is even though he's famous, he's an obscure posek. We don't usually follow Or Zarua.
no, but he says it's patur. So, but he says Maran doesn't bring it. It's Rama who's bringing it right now. So I want to know if that's why I asked you.
So even by the Maran would make a bracha. This is the new thing. In other words, I don't believe the Maran would actually make a bracha. But
Because he's
bracha
Mikayem the
is
yeah.
a bracha when there's any posek. This is safek bracha. Bracha she'en esricha. By us is the deoraita. So therefore, anytime you have a question of a safek and the bracha, that's it. No bracha. So if the Or Zarua said something, and he's a high caliber Rav, unless you can totally decimate, completely destroy his perush and say he's totally off, and if the Ramah supported him, there's no way that the Ravadia or somebody would say make a bracha on such a case.
All right, thank you.
What happened?
Halacha
His
yeah.
right hand. He has a right hand, and he doesn't have a left hand.
Right.
Well,
So can he put on a
No. Yeah, the right hand is his working hand now.
Huh?
Now his right hand is his. Even though let's say he was a lefty, you're asking in the case where he was a lefty. Now he's turning his right hand to his.
Right.
No, he can't.
Can?
Not putting on the right hand. He has to put on the left hand now. His dead. He's not. His non-functioning hand is where he puts on tefillin. That's what we do, because it has to be with the hand that you write.
Right.
But let's say this guy doesn't want to write with the right hand. I don't know what happened. Now maybe he has enough money. He doesn't have to retrain himself.
No, but some people do put in the right hand.
Yeah, it's a big problem. We'll see. We'll discuss this now. Yeah, we'll discuss. It's not
So many people that put on the right hand.
because they're lefties. Yeah, but there's a lot of questions about it. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's בעזרת השם, we mention it. הלכה ב' המנהג נכון שיהיה היוד של קשר תפילה של יד לצד הלב והתפילה עליו לצד חוץ. So the yud, okay, so again, that's how we have it. You have the yud on this side and not on the other side. So where would we have a problem? Mistama, the one who is the righty, the lefty, put on the lefty's tefillin, you're going to have a problem, looks like.
Why?
Because the way that's designed, the yud is going to be on the opposite.
Yeah.
So you have a problem, right? So you have to be always careful that the yud is towards the heart. Okay? יש להיזהר שלא תזוז יוד של הקשר מהתפילה. So it's very important while you are davening to make sure the yud is always connected to the tefillah, and that's why we have a minhag to tie it. And if you don't have a sofer to tie it, let's say if it's rippy, you can't find a sofer, you are allowed to use a rubber band. Put it with a rubber band, as long as there's no chatzitza between the yud and the bayit. So if you tie it together with directly into the bayit with a rubber band, and you put it around the tefillah, around the tefillin, it's not a problem, as long as it's not chotzetz. Gimel. So it's not separating between the house and the yud. Gimel. המנהג הנכון לתקן המברתה שבה הרצועה עוברת תהא מונחת לצד הכתף ולחציצה לצד היד. So now he's already explaining how we have it. Now we have a hole, right? We have all there's an opening. There's an opening in the tefillin where the ritzua goes through. So it's good to have it like we have it now. And Baruch Hashem, that's going to make it that lechora, it's somehow it's holding the bite into the hand. Lo yeh davar chotzetz ben tefillin livsaro. Be very careful when you have shirts, long sleeves and whatever it is on the t-shirts, to make sure that they're not under the tefillin, meaning that the tefillin has to be much on the flesh. Lo shna shel yad, lo shna shel rosh, regardless if it's a hand or on the head. Gimel, Haga. ודווקא בתפילין, אבל ברצועות, אין להקפיד. So the Rama says over here, if you are wearing a watch, you don't have to take them off. There's no, what's his name? It's not called החציצה. Rama. Okay? אדם שהוא עלול לנזילות, ואם יצטרך להניח תפילה של ראש על בשרו לא יניחם כלל, יש להתיר לו להניח תפילה של ראש על הכובע, דק הסמוך לראש, ויחסם מפני הרועים. Wow. So now like this. You have a person that always sweats. Right? So he's going to have a lot of problems. Sweating on the tefillin is going to destroy it and the whole thing. So what he wants to do, the Maran allows him, especially not allowed to put anything on the flesh. יש להתירו להניח תפילה של ראש על הכובע, דק הסמוך לראש. So there's somehow that if he has some kind of head covering that's going to be very thin, and he just puts it on top of it. I don't know how the Ramaran and cover it, the people shouldn't see that you're doing this. So I guess if you have some kind of בדרך זה לא יברך על של ראש. So Marama says you're not fulfilling the mitzvah.
Because you're putting it in
You're putting it, that's right. There's a חציצה, רק יברך על של יד, להניח. לדעת רשב"א. Therefore the Rashba over here says, if you are in that category, in the Ashkenazi, that makes a bracha on a rosh, there you will not make a bracha because of the chatzitza between your tefillin and your head. V'iter yad, okay, vav. V'iter yad yemino, im oseh kol melachto v'smolo. So now this is what you discussed.
Yeah.
Somebody who is a lefty, right? So his right hand is weaker than his left hand. By the way, Baruch Hashem, b'li ayin hara, I was zocheh to fix all my boys' hands. They were always playing with the left ball, with the playing with the left, throwing with the left ball, left-hand balls. Maybe you see the 2 or 3 year old, because my wife is a lefty, so I was afraid that the genes are going to pass over. So I was playing with them. I was always training them. They did everything with the right hand. None of them are lefties. Baruch Hashem. Okay, because of this problem. So what are you going to do with this guy? Maniach b'smalo shehu yemin shel kol adam. Right? So, one more time. Kol melachto b'smalo. מניח בשמאלו שהוא ימין של כל אדם, ואם שולט בשתי ידיו מניח בשמאל כל אדם. I don't understand what that means. He says you put it on the left hand שהוא ימין של כל אדם, which is בשמאלו. Sorry, right. No, he means בשמאלו. No. It's amazing. This guy is so messed up. His right hand is called lefty. He's so messed up. I don't understand this, right? In America, by the way, they're going crazy. The president have to be a lefty.
Has to be?
Yeah.
Why?
Obama was not lefty. It was fake. You're a hush of a person if you're a lefty. So Obama was always faking that he's a lefty. You saw how he throws balls with the left hand? A girl wouldn't throw like that. So it was a faker. Obviously, all the liberals are all fakers.
Why they have to be lefty?
Not they have to be. It's a ma'ala. If you're crazy, it's okay. You're a good person. Mm-hmm. I mean, lefties. Come on. So Obama decided to be a lefty one day, and you could see that he could do nothing with his left hand. It was all fake. Yeah. So the rabbi says over here, if you're a lefty, your right hand is called left. שהוא ימין של כל אדם. That's what it means. ואם שולט בשתי ידיו, yeah, Baruch Hashem, I do that. I actually pitch from both sides. I used to pitch from both sides. Okay. Yeah, practice specifically for that purpose. If you have a right hand, if you have a lefty, left's better, you pitch with the left hand. Yeah, Baruch Hashem. You practice all those things. So now, let's say you have that person, could do that, we could write with both hands. ואם כותב ימינו, ושאר כל מעשיו עושה בשמאלו. Now, what about a person who writes with his right hand, but he's really lefty, he does everything else with left. He throws a ball, shoots the ball, whatever it is. או כותב בשמאל, ושאר כל מעשיו עושה בימין. However, what about a person who writes with the left hand, but he does everything with the right hand, lifts all the heavy stuff. יש שאומרים שהניח תפילין ביד שתש כוח. So the obligation is to whichever you are, the hand that is weaker is on that hand you put on the tefillin. The ba'inan yad keha, as it says over there, right? That the rabbis tell us that it has to be the weaker hand. So some say that the hand that you write with is the most important hand. Yamin le'inyan zeh, therefore I will be considered a righty for that purpose. And always you put the tefillin on the hand that is opposite that hand. Nahug says Rama, this is the custom. Zayin. So again, according to Mikubalim, you have a big problem. If you're a lefty, putting it on the right hand. So when we get there one day, B'ezrat Hashem, maybe in Shai, we'll see There's actually some say that even though you're a lefty, you put it on the right hand in the beginning. Then after the tefillah, you have to change it and put it on the left hand. So he has to have 3 pairs of tefillin. You know the famous joke. I told you this already, no? I didn't tell you this joke? When the guy, the goy came into the store to sell him the tefillin that he stole?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's you're missing the third the third part. What's going on here? Chet.
Zayin.
זין, מחילה. אף על פי שיש לאדם מכה במקום הנחת תפילין, יניח תפילין. So what happens if you have a harm there? You have something that let's say a bandage or something. Rabbi says no, put on the tefillin there. כי מקום יש בזרוע להניח שתי תפילין. Because, okay, so if you're always accustomed to one place, there's enough room here to put on 2 tefillin. As you see by me, you have 2 rooms there. So if you have a pet, so you have a harm on one side to make sure the bandage is not covering. No, but let's say if the whole thing is damaged, yeah. Okay. If it's all damaged, it's damaged. It's patur. So mistama he would put it on without the bracha, right? We said already before. כי מקום יש בזרוע להניח שתי תפילין, כי העצם הסמוך לבית השכם מחציו עד הקובה הוא מקום הנחת תפילין. So let's say a guy, I don't know, something happened, he scraped off his whole left arm or whatever, the part where to put on tefillin. He has bandages over there. Yeah, so the Rama already told us when you're putting on a bandage on your head or you have a small head to there, so you make with them, you put on without a bracha. So halacha chet, אורך רצועה של יד, כדי שתקיף את הזרוע ויקשור ממנה הקשר ותימתח על אצבע אמצעית. So now the question is how big the tefillah has to be. את הזרוע,
How long?
No. How big it is supposed to be? So he says, sorry. Let's talk about רצועה. כדי שתקיף את הזרוע ויקשור ממנה הקשר. Right, so it has to go past the זרוע, and it has to go קשר מתחה על אצבע אמצעית, and it has to go all the way to the middle finger, like we have it here, right? אצבעית. ויכרוך ממנה על אצבעו 3 כריכות, so you have to make 3 coils around the finger, and then ויקשור, and you have to tie it over here, so right? ונוהגין העולם לכרוך על הזרוע 6 או 7. Now, so the Maran says there is a custom to put 6 or 7 coils. כריכות. On the
7.
What?
We put 7.
Right, so if you see somebody doing 6, don't go upset. Don't be upset with him. רמה, ואין לכרוך הרצועה על התיתורה כדי להזכה על היד. I don't know. ואין לכרוך הרצועה על התיתורה. מה זה תיתורה? תתוו. מה זה תיתורה? רק יהיה תלוי כעין של ראש. מערים. חולק על הערים. שכל העולם נוהגים לקשור המתיתורה עם הרצועות. Okay. So I don't know what this titora is. I don't know. Again, so I guess making it the coils or that way to make it stronger to be attached to the hand. But okay. Tet. Makom anachat tefillah shel rosh. So where do we put the tefillin shel rosh on the head? מהתחלת יקרה השיער ממצחו. So it has to be the beginning where the hairline is, right? We have the hairline. So Baruch Hashem, that's why I teach my children. The reason why I do this kind of haircut, I ask Hashem because I'm not such a genius, so and it's very hard for me. I said I made a korban. I said I'm going to take away my hair, so you're going to do me a favor and leave my hairline always, because my whole family all bald people. They lose the hairline. I'm not such a genius. I have to remember the hairline is all the time. Yeah, am I fulfilling the mitzvah? Not fulfilling the mitzvah. So I say, Hashem, do me a favor. I'm going to take off my hair forever, and I do it with a blade, or whatever. My guy does it with a blade. So hopefully my hairline stays. Baruch Hashem, look, it still works. Still works. My age, most people, my family already have no hair, no even hairline there. All right, so Baruch Hashem. Except for my brother, Baruch Hashem, but they also have short hair. Anyway. עד סוף המקום שמוחו של תינוק רופס. So now, where is the whole place? That's why we have you could put on two tefillins, right? It's the whole area from the beginning of the hairline all the way where the soft spot of the baby is when he's born. That area of the soft spot of the baby, that where exactly where the place of the Hanukkah tefillin goes. That's why you put two tefillins in the same place, it's not a problem. י' צריך שיהיה הקשר מאחורי הראש למעלה בעורף. Right, so now we have this kesher, right? We have this the nuts in the back. So it has to be למעלה בעורף, on the bottom part of the width over here, of the, like we have it. צריך לכוון הקציצה שתהיה באמצע כדי שתהיה כנגד בין העיניים. So you have to make it in the middle. The tefillin on top has to be made sure it's in the middle. So when it's going to be split in the middle between the eyes, right by your nose, opposite your nose, it's most likely to be in the middle, right, opposite the eyes. וגם הקשר יהיה באמצע העורף ולא יטה לכאן או לכאן. Right, same too. The knot in the back has to be also in the back, in the middle. That it should not be tilting from any side. But צריך שיהיה המקום שבקשר שנראה כאין ד' לצד חוץ. So the very important part over here is we have it not like Ashkenazim. We have a dalet. It actually looks like a dalet, right? Ashkenazim have a square of them. Let's see הגה. והוא הדין בקשר של יד צריך להיזהר שלא יתהפך. Same thing also. You have to be careful that it should not, the knot should not be turning inwards, right? Inwards out. Okay, we are going to stop over here. B'ezrat Hashem, Shabbat Shalom. It's going to stop by Halacha Yud Aleph. Yes, thank you.